Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the People's House. I'm Secretary Mike Berry of the Tourism, Arts, and Heritage Cabinet, and I'm honored to have each of you with us today here in the Capitol Rotunda and also virtually as we're live streaming this as well. It's an exciting day for the tourism industry. Today we come together with Governor Beshear, members of the General Assembly, and our tourism partners from across the Commonwealth. Thank you for your ongoing support and bipartisan commitment to the future of tourism in Kentucky. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge our team from the Tourism, Arts, and Heritage Cabinet who are here with us today. I especially want to thank our Tourism Commissioner, Mike Manchett, and our Deputy Commissioner, Mona Jewett, who have played an instrumental part in our efforts to support the state's tourism industry. Throughout the pandemic, the Commonwealth has supported the tourism industry by seeking funding investments that have fast-tracked economic recovery. These investments have placed the tourism industry on a path for strong economic future, and we have the governor's leadership to thank for that. These strategic economic investments have helped us to expand our marketing efforts. As a result, people from all around the nation and even North America are now looking at Kentucky and are ready to see for themselves that Kentucky is the place to be. Governor Beshear made a commitment to build a stronger Kentucky, and that requires strategic investments across every sector, including the $8.9 billion tourism industry. The governor understands that the economic impact that tourism brings to Kentucky is incredibly important to our success, and I commend his willingness to make sound investments that will ensure tourism in Kentucky remains competitive in the global economy. So today I'm excited to welcome Governor Beshear as we celebrate another exciting announcement that will positively impact tourism in every community in Kentucky. These latest investments ensure that communities like Somerset and Bowling Green experience the same economic growth and success as our important urban communities like Louisville and Lexington. The governor's support of the tourism industry has placed us on a successful path to economic recovery, and I have no doubt that Kentuckians across the Commonwealth will see the impact of these investments for years to come. So it is my honor and my privilege to introduce the 63rd Governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Please join me in welcoming Governor Andy Beshear.
All right. Thank you all. Good morning, everyone, and thank you to Secretary Berry for that introduction and your leadership. Today is an exciting day, and it's certainly one where we are all on the same team. Executive branch, legislative branch, Democrat, Republican, tourism is something that we can all come together and support, knowing that it's not red or blue, it's not D or R, it's just critical for our economy, it's good for our families, it brings people to the Commonwealth, and it's something that we can all together be proud of and invest in to ensure a bright future. It's an honor to stand here before you today as we celebrate yet another investment in the future of Kentucky. And as I look out today, I see tourism partners along with members of the General Assembly who collectively represent various regions around the Commonwealth. I want to thank you all for your support of this bipartisan, bicameral, and I guess bi-branch effort. It's going to position Kentucky to be internationally known as a premier travel destination, and I think as we have seen during COVID, that the type of tourism that we offer is in more demand than ever, and we know that's not going to slow down whatsoever. Whether it's spending an afternoon fishing on a western Kentucky lake, taking in scenic views at Natural Bridge or the amazing Moonbow at Cumberland Falls, or so many more unique experiences, these are special things to see and do right here in Kentucky. Tourism brings more than 67.8 million people to Kentucky each year. And as we are seeing, more and more of them are starting to move here. From the great experiences they've had visiting some of the most beautiful places on planet Earth, And with more people working virtually, we are seeing folks from the coasts and from all parts of this country moving to Kentucky, and tourism has been a big draw. It has been, in many ways, the welcoming mat that people have seen and thus are moving here. Visitors travel from all around the world to tour our world-famous distilleries and see how perfectly distilled bourbon is made, or for the chance to experience the fastest 2 minutes in sports. Kentucky is one of a kind, and for those of us who live here, we get to experience it every day, every sunrise and every sunset. And although I might be partial, if you ask me, we're all pretty darn blessed to call Kentucky our home. Luckily for our guests, we don't mind sharing. That's a Kentucky value where we embrace those that come in, whether it is in tourism or ultimately bringing that next great business. And we embrace tourism as an economic engine and understand what tourism means for both our rural and our urban communities. That's why we invested $7.8 million in tourism to encourage more people to visit Kentucky. And today, we're taking our support of this vital industry a step further and directing more than $5.3 million to tourism and destination marketing organizations. Okay. Thanks, Al. This direct investment helps those that put such a great face on Kentucky. The more than 103 tourism organizations across 88 counties, this is benefiting all of Kentucky. This $5.3 million investments directs more than $4.6 million to our tourism partners. In addition, more than $670,000 will be distributed among the 9 tourism regions, resulting in more than a $74,000 direct investment in the communities that our tourism partners serve. From Pikeville to Paducah, from Covington to Corbin, tourism is a driving force in our economy, and to date, we've invested a total of $13 million to make sure we can continue to keep folks coming to Kentucky, even in these difficult times. And while this funding will make a huge difference, I urge the General Assembly to provide more support, and in the versions of the budget that I have seen, they are definitely stepping up to do so. Because we want the world to see us, to see the incredible things that are happening here, our natural beauty, our incredible products, the great sports that we have right here in Kentucky. Because when you open your eyes and see us, oftentimes you want to be us. You want to be a part of Team Kentucky. And you can see how special this Commonwealth has always been. But you can also see the excitement about where we are going. I've said it a million times, there's no place like Kentucky. And this latest investment in the tourism industry will allow the whole world to see why. Now I'd like to invite Secretary Berry back up to the podium to help us announce our awardees of the Tourism Recovery Funding. And I want to thank all our legislators that we have here today to celebrate their regions, to celebrate these investments, and again, to show the whole world that, come on to Kentucky, spend your tourism dollars, and then think about staying here just a little bit longer. Secretary Berry.
Thank you, Governor. Today we have a total of 8 presentations, and we'd like to invite the tourism director who represents the organization and the legislators within the region to join Governor Beshear for the presentation once the awardee is announced. Now, we've got the big checks. They tell me that the banks won't cash them, but you can try. But those dollars are on their way to you. That's right, it takes a big bank, right? Just not a big ATM. Please join in congratulating our first recipient, Elizabethtown Tourist and Convention Bureau, on the investment of $89,364 in your community. They're represented by their executive director, Jana Clark, and Senator Dennis Parrott.
All right, congratulations. Absolutely. There's a lot going on in E-Town. Oh, yeah, that's yours.
Okay, thank you.
Next, we will present a check in totaling $90,202 investment to support attracting visitors to the Owensboro community. So congratulations to Visit Owensboro. Now, Mark Calitri could not be with us today, but we want to thank him and his team for the partnership in our efforts to attract visitors to Kentucky. We are pleased to have with us Senator Caslin here?
I think he was. I think it's
okay. But we appreciate the support that we have gotten for and from Owensboro. Our next recipient is the Paducah Convention and Visitors Bureau, who will receive $114,446 to encourage tourism in McCracken County. Mary Hammond could not be with us today, but she's joined us by live stream, so hi, Mary. We look forward to seeing how the investments help tourism thrive in this community. So, Mary, if you're watching, the two commissioners and the governor are here with your big check, and we'll get it to you.
A big envelope in the mail.
A big envelope, and I want to see the big stamp that goes on it, too. The fourth recipient is the Bowling Green Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, who will receive an investment for $164,155 to encourage visitation in Warren County. We're pleased to have with us Executive Director Sherry Murphy and legislators Mike Wilson and Representative Patty Minner in committee meetings right now.
All right.
Thank you. Congratulations, Sherry. Now, the next recipient is Visit Lex. So our partners in Lexington will receive $544,959 to support tourism in Fayette County. So in addition, we have Representative Kim King. If you want to join this picture, please, Representative. Senator Alice Forgy Kerr and Representative Sherilyn Stevenson. And I'm not sure if Representative Brown or Thomas are here. I don't believe I've seen them this morning. And of course, the president of Visit Lex, Mary Quinn Raymer.
That one's all yours.
The next recipient represents the northern region of Kentucky. Congratulations to Meet NKY on your investment of $883,155. In addition to their president and CEO, Julie Kirkpatrick, we're pleased to have with us Representative Rachel Roberts.
All right, congratulations.
Our next funding award is the highest single investment the Commonwealth will present today. Please join us in congratulating Cleo Battle and Louisville Tourism. Okay, hold it down over here. He can't help it. His town's bigger. Let's join in congratulating Cleo Battle and Louisville Tourism on receiving $1.36 million to support tourism in the Louisville area. We believe this will help strengthen your efforts to attract visitors around the world to Louisville, Kentucky. Cleo, if you'll drop that off and then come back to the podium, we'd like some remarks from you. Yes. Sure, that's what my script says. Just a couple of quick comments, please.
Well, good morning. This is a great day for all of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. We certainly want to thank the governor for his support of our industry. I can speak for Louisville. We lost 60% of our funding through the pandemic. So as the governor mentioned, this is a great start, but we certainly need the General Assembly to continue to support our industry. There's a proposal in that Senate budget for $75 million, and we hope the General Assembly will support that. But on behalf of today and the big checks that we've all received, me and my colleagues around the state are thrilled by the act of the governor. We appreciate your efforts and the efforts of the Tourism Cabinet. Thank you.
Okay. Give me just a quick second. Yeah, you've got the tourism region. Okay. Our last award will be presented to our partners representing each of Kentucky's 9 tourism regions. Each region will receive more than $75,000 for a total investment of $678,624. The regions represented here today are Southern Kentucky Vacations, Bluegrass Blues and Barbecue, Western Waterlands, Caves, Lakes, and Corvettes, we know where they're from, Northern Kentucky River, and the Bluegrass, Horses, Bourbon, and Boone region. We are very pleased to have with us today Representative Angie Hatton, along with our partners from Lawrence County and Ashland Tourism Commissions. I'm sorry? And Senator Webb. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you, Senator. Senator Robin Webb. And this group represent the 9 tourism regions of Kentucky. Speaking on behalf of this group, Aaron Carrico, if you will come up. Aaron is from Murray, and we're excited to have you address us this morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. This is a very exciting day, not only for the Louisville area, but for our smaller communities across the Commonwealth. As you know, tourism is the economic driver for many of our communities, big and small. Before a business or an industry moves in, they are a visitor first. So this money goes a long way in helping the smaller communities thrive and be competitive when oftentimes we can't be. However, we still need help. We still need help, just like Louisville has said. There's more coming down the pipeline, and we really need your assistance. But thank you to the administration for all that you've done for us and all of the support you've provided. Thank you.
Thank you again for being here, members of the General Assembly, and for your support of tourism in Kentucky, and to our tourism partners. Thank you all for being out there and keeping the message of Kentucky tourism in front of the public. You honor us by the work that you do in your communities. And Aaron, thank you for your remarks especially. We were at a KTI's meeting in downtown Frankfort here, and Aaron came up to me after we kind of found out about this grant, and she said, "Is this number right?" And yes, the number is right, and it's an investment from this administration and Governor Beshear into the success of Kentucky tourism. Thank you all for being here today.